Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about something really important to get started on Google Ads, which is keyword research. It's probably one of the most fundamental things to do before you get started, and usually people overlook this. So we have decided to create this video for you, where we're going to be breaking down step by step the 3 basic things that you need to do if you want to get it right. There is a lot more things that you can do under the sun to get a proper keyword research, but with these tools that we're going to give you, it's going to be perfect for you to get started on your journey on Google Ads. So we're going to give you 2 tools that are completely for free and 1 tool that has a paid option, but we do recommend you to explore them all before you take any decision. So let's get started. The first one that we're going to be talking about is SEMrush. SEMrush is probably the biggest platform of SEO, and it gives you a lot of value in terms of paid media or PPC research. So to get started, you can do a 7-day trial for free on this platform that they do offer. But however, the prices of subscription is down to you if you wanted to decide to move forward. But it's great that you use it for 7 days, test it out, and decide by yourself if it's worth it or not. So let me show you how it's done. So let's get started. The first one that we're going to be using is SEMrush. It's one of the biggest platforms out there to do SEO analysis and keyword research. In this case, we're going to just use keyword minded tool. Again, there's loads of things that you can do to explore keyword research using this platform. We're going to stick to this one for the sake of this video. So let's say that we're going to explore dog ban in the United States. So whatever results we get in here, it's going to suggest us variations of that main keyword. So you can start with raw approach like this one, dog best fruit raw, but it can actually give you really good insight. So there's a couple of columns that we want to have a look in here, which is the keywords that it's suggesting here. So variations of it, so dog and bed, dog bed, in plural, human dog bed, a large dog bed. So it's actually really important. The second one is intent. So it's going to tell you if it's commercial, if it's transactional, if it's navigational, if it's informational. So for example, for e-commerce stores, the ones we recommend more are commercial and transactional. So it's really good. You've got those ones here at the top. The next one, you see that it's organized by volume, is the monthly search. Okay, so monthly searches for this keyword over the past 12 months. So that means that dog bed, for example, is huge. So it has 74,000 in the United States alone on average. But then the next one is keyword difficulty, OKT. This one is quite important because some keywords are too competitive in the market, like this one, for instance. 51 is quite difficult to rank for, and it also applies for paid media for Google Ads you want to advertise for. This is search engine optimization rankings, but still it's quite relevant. If it's competitive in SEO, it usually is competitive on paid media. And there's an estimated cost per click, but we're gonna have a look internally in Google Ads directly for these metrics in here. Okay, so we're going to look for keywords that are very relevant, that they're commercial or transactional, they have an interesting search volume, and that they're not that competitive to rank for. So in this case, for example, we see that there is elevated dog bed, really interesting. Okay, we've got a really fairly easy keyword to rank for, really interesting search volume. The cost per click is not that high compared to others, and it's still transactional. So we're going to click on this one, and it's going to tell us things like what websites are ranking best this keyword on this particular market, so in the United States. You scroll down, it's going to first tell you a couple of variations from it. So you will see that elevated dog beds, so in plural, it still has like more than 1,000 monthly searches. Dog bed outdoor elevated, so it's even more niche if we can go down a granular level. For example, if you do produce dog bed outdoor elevated, so if that's the product that is relevant for you, then it's really good. So you've got like a nice difficulty level, the volume is still interesting. And this is how people actually is searching for it. So we know that these days people is more actually asking questions to Google than searching for something particular based on the AI in Gemini. This is quite interesting too. And these are the best competitors, like the best people ranking for that specific keyword. Okay, so here's how you find keywords using SEMrush. So obviously, as we discussed, there's a lot of variations here. You can explore them. You can see which ones you want to target. Later on, I'm going to touch base on how do we actually select the keywords based on this and order to analysis that we're going to touch base on. So once in this screen, you will see that's still the same logic. So intent, volume, keyword difficulty, and then if it's something relevant for you. Okay, so we've got XL in here. We've got long tail keywords, which are the ones that are pretty long. So usually competition is a little bit lower in those ones. It's an old technique of marketing. but it's still really usable these days. Okay, so play around with it, and I'm sure you're going to find a couple of good keywords for you. So we have seen now the value of SEMrush. So now we're going to transition to something more native of the Google platform, which is Keyword Planner. That is inside Google Ads platform, and it's completely free. All you need to do is have a Google Ads account active, and that's it. You're good to go. So let me show you how it's done. Perfect. So we're going to move into the next one, which is using Google Ads directly. So they do offer a tool that is for free for you to explore any options of keywords are relevant for you. So once you're in this screen, you're pretty familiar with, which is ads.google.com. You're going to go to the left-hand side, go to tools. Then in planning, you will find this one, which is Keyword Planner. It's going to take you to this screen. We're going to put discover new keywords. So in this one, just want to make sure that we're going to target the United States. You can also go more granular. So for example, if you do offer just in California, you can put state in there as well. And it's going to tell you like what reach is. So an average estimate of how many people are in that particular location. All right, but we're going to do the US just because we were exploring that option in the past in SEMrush. So we're going to do same, dog, bed, singular, and then just make sure it says United States in here, and you will have a couple of keywords you can organize like this, and you will see that dog bed has 135,000 monthly searches, which is really, really good. Okay, competition is high, so we can also look for elevated dog bed as well later on. But it will tell you something really important, and because this is the ads platform that we're going to be using to advertise, it's going to tell you the keyword, so the top of the page in high range and low range. So that means like the range in between your cost per click is going to be around, for example, which is really, really interesting to see the couple of that. It's going to be in between 0.33. This is pounds. It accounts actually in pounds and British pounds, but obviously you will see it in US dollars or Canadian dollars or wherever your ads account's reading. Okay, so it's quite a big range, but it's not impossible to rank for those ones. So for example, you've got still here, if you go down, human dog bed is a lot lower, you see, so it's half of this one, and this one is really good. So it's really, really competitive, and you still have like 49k on average monthly searches, which is great. So this is for you to confirm that the actual keyword that you want to bid for is actually interesting for your campaign. You can do here add more keywords. So for example, elevated dog bed. There we go. And hit get results. So you can add up to 10 keywords and that's it. Analyze it, and it's going to show you the ones that you're analyzing plus a couple of new variants. So it's another actual really good tool to test keywords other than SEMrush. Okay, so for example, we're going to try to have a look in here. So elevated dog bed in here is 18k, which is extremely good. And you will see a couple of trends, which is really important. So for example, if you have a look last year on July, we've got like a downtrend to the summer. So in the summer it was a little bit of a downtrend, but then an uptick later on, and then we go to the low season, which is January, February, and March. Okay, so this is going to help you actually to forecast your campaigns as well based on the keywords you're going to be targeting. And I'm going to give you after this a little bit of an idea about what is it that you want to look for in here. So monthly searches, really good. Year-on-year change is relevant. Like in case like this one, for example, .cooling map, that tells you that there's an uptrend on that. And the competition. But the competition here usually is high in a lot of keywords. You can filter it out in here if you want by competition, and just try to advertise the ones that are medium competition and low competition. But I don't recommend you to do that all the time unless you find really good keywords in here. Plus human dog bed, medium competition, really good metrics in here, really interesting range. So that's something that we might as well want to look for. All right. And now that we have information about both platforms, we're going to give you added bonus. So right now you can get started on your journey, no problem at all, and you have enough value from both platforms to have a strong strategy on keywords. However, we want to give you this added bonus because we're going to give you 2 more additional tools to use AI and understand the trends of your business to make sure that you plan properly for it. So it's so far you have liked the content that we have produced. I want to stop you right here. Please subscribe to the channel, just hit the like button because that helps us massively to create more content like this for business owners like yourself. And also, we have decided to open up a 30-minute slot in our calendar to talk to you for free. So click the link in the description as well. Make sure you book a session with one of our ads experts because we want to understand what are today's real needs of people like yourself, so we can make sure that we create a better content for you And also you walk away with a lot of information about your specific business, a strategy of marketing that you can use today as well. And we can sort out any question that you might have about keyword research or any other topic under the sun. So without further ado, let me show you the other two tools that I want to show you today. And now we're going to move to the last part of the video. This is probably one of my favorite parts of doing keyword research. So trends.google.com, it's a website created by Google where it's actually going to tell the trends throughout the year for your particular keyword, showing you the level of interest of particular keyword. So we're going to do dog, bet, begin. So make sure that you select the United States in here and change the time frame to past 5 years. Otherwise, it's going to tell you what's been happening in the past day. So in here, we can see a clear trend that on December and November, we've got a little bit of an uptick for the level of interest. So that means that from 1 to 100, how was the level of interest of people in that particular market for that particular keyword, which is really, really good. Okay. And the other thing that we recommend you to do is we recommend you to use Gemini just because it's owned by Google. So it actually has like a really, really powerful connection to Google Ads as well. So we created a prompt to ask basically the GPT, the chatbot, to create 15 keywords that are relevant for this particular search. And it's another really smart way to do it. It depends on the quality that you give to the prompt. So we have crafting this for a couple of weeks now and it works quite well. So I'm going to show another video later on of how to create this kind of prompts to generate real good value from GPTs or Gemini or whatever AI are you using. So it's quite interesting as well. And this is a really, really nice way to get different variations. For example, misspellings are not something that we recommend because Google is smart enough to get those ones most of the time. But this is going to tell you okay, these are really good keywords that based on the data that I've got already from Google Ads are going to perform well for your business. That's it for it. So I hope you walk away with enough information and feeling good about doing it yourself today and starting this journey, which is going to change your business if done correctly or whatever. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next video.